Hi, I'm Shannon and welcome to my channel. Today's going to be kind of a fun video, or at least it was fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you to watch. If you have watched any of my recent videos, I am on a journey to reinvent myself, to rebrand myself, and chasing a dream to become a fiction author, specifically a writer for children. And I decided I wanted to revamp, redo, reorganize my workspace. And as I'll explain in the walkthrough video that I'm going to share here in a second, I completely gutted my closet. It is the closet in my master bedroom that I completely repurposed to be my area, my workspace, my little office, my space alone. I have 2 teenage boys and a husband and 4 little kitties, and well, I like things clean, neat, and tidy. And so in my little 8 feet by 6 foot space, it can be anything I want. And so I gutted it, I purged it, and I started over. And in order to organize it and hopefully only purchase products once and not have to return them because they didn't work. What is that saying? Measure twice, cut once. I want to share with you a little tip that I did that really helped myself in this process. Oh, I can tell you exactly how big my space is. I measured it and just really quickly jotted down the dimensions, and it's a really odd shaped space. Over here, you're going to see this is where the doorway is. And I actually took the door off in order to create more space because the door actually swung into my little area, my little closet. And I didn't like that. So I just literally took the door off. Did it myself. Wasn't too difficult. But as soon as I had the measurements, I then took a piece of graph paper so I could have a to scale picture. And each little square in this graph, in this grid, equals 3 inches. So when I had this scale image, I was able to then go on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, and look for different pieces of furniture and then create scaled cutouts. Oops, I just did that wrong. Sorry. Scaled cutouts of the different pieces of furniture that I wanted to see if they would fit well in my closet area, in my space, before I actually purchased them, built them, and lugged them around or committed to buying anything. And so that process was really helpful to me in determining how best to maximize my space. For example, my writing desk, which you'll see here in a second, goes along this wall, and my sit-stand desk fits right over here. And so I just think that this process of creating a scale layout drawing really helped me plan my space. So, oh, and one other quick thing. I did invest some money. I don't like dropping coin. I work hard for my money. My husband works hard. I'd rather, buy used and save. And I did. I bought a lot of used things. But this was an opportunity for me to invest in myself. And I think that's important too. And when you work hard, you got to play hard. And so I took a job that I really didn't want to take, but I decided that, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to commit to this, and I'm going to take all that money and I'm going to invest it in me. I'm going to create my dream workspace so that I can enjoy working on trying to bring my dream to fruition. So without any further ado, let's jump into the walkthrough, and I hope you enjoy. So I just recently redid my closet slash workspace, and I want to give you a quick tour. My goals were to increase the visual breathing room, the airiness in this small space, as well as maximize the workspace. And you're going to see over here on the floor, I have a latch that opens up and leads to underneath the house, the crawl space. So I had to make sure that whatever I put over that area, I was still going to be able to access that. So that was one of the constraints. The other constraint is this closet is about, I think it's 8 feet by 6 feet. So let's go ahead and step in. I'm going to show you what I did. Now, first of all, I have 2 desks. Over here, I have a sit-stand desk. I invested in that. And then on this side, I have just a normal, actually, I think it's called a computer table. I'll leave a link to both desks I purchased both on Amazon, and I'm thrilled with both. As you can see from this desk here, it goes almost entirely the width of this wall. It's 63 inches long and 24 inches deep and about 29 inches high. Now, this side of my work area, I consider this my writing station. When I sit down to write my books, if you've been on my channel for any length of time, you know I'm undergoing a transition. I'm rebranding myself. I'm chasing after a dream. And so I wanted to give my workspace a complete refresh to help inspire and encourage me towards that goal. And so this is my writing station, and you can see this up here, writing because murder is wrong. Writing is my form of therapy. It's a way to escape reality for a little bit of time, and it's just great therapy for me. So I had that little plaque made off Etsy. It was, anyway, I just think it's cute. I love it. And then over here, because there are no real windows, this is a closet. I love this little plant. It creates, brings in some greenery. I kill everything that's alive, unless it's a person or an animal. Plants, flowers, even in vases, can't keep them alive. So fake plants are my jam. The plant is fake, but the joy is real, let me tell you. Now, if you watched my previous video on my workspace tour, I think it was about a year ago now, you know that I took the door off my closet and replaced it with just a bed sheet that I found at a local thrift store. Put up a bunch of little clips and then used command hooks to hold up this curtain rod. And now it literally just closes. And that's my bathroom right over there, literally 3 feet away. Could not be more convenient. And I've pulled my work chair out that normally goes in the space. Found that at a local thrift store as well for 12 bucks. Bought a little cover for, I think it was $10 on Amazon. Ooh, and I love this cover. It's a velvet soft cover. It has elastic, holds it in place, and I have 4 cats. So the kitties love that chair, but it cleans up really easily. So I'm going to leave a link for that as well. Love that. So I took the door off my closet because the door opened into the space and really cut off how I was able to organize the area. So I just use that sheet now for a bit of privacy and to help me zone out. But getting back to my work area. Okay, this is my writing station, and this is where I write my books, lay them out, things of that sort. And then up here, I've really taken advantage of the shelf that was already inside my closet. And then these 2, I guess you'd call them boxes. These are cube closet organizers. The brand is Iris. And it had shelf dividers. It's meant to be used vertically, not horizontally as I have here. But I like it because this way it keeps my books nice and tidy, and should my cats get up there, it protects my things. Oh, another fake plant. Again, I love the fake. And then along this wall, actually it's not the wall, it's a shelf above the wall. I actually made this I found the frame at a local thrift store, 2 bucks. And I have been struggling, feeling my age a little bit, thinking like, oh, am I wasting my time, following my dream? I should be there already. And I've decided I needed some affirmations and encouragement. So the best is yet to come. And I believe that if we trust in that, then the best really can be yet to come. So that's just a reminder to myself. Now, if we go down here a little bit, what you're seeing right in the middle here is a faux window that I made. And long story short, I took 2 inexpensive wood frames, hot glued them together to create a little more space, a little more depth, and then used LED strip lights, specifically COB. It stands for Chips on Board. And it really brightens up my little closet area. I love it because I get the feel of sunshine in my office space without having to pay thousands of dollars to have a hole actually punched in the side of my house. And this window, I can actually, it's held onto the wall using command strips, those Velcro strips, and it works great, and it turns on and off with literally the push of a button on a remote. I'll leave a link to this cob lighting as well, because over here I also created a strip light that spans the entire length of the closet. Now, I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, apologize. This is my actual workstation. I work part-time as a writer, a curriculum writer for a nonprofit international organization. Love it. Been there 15 years. And so I actually write for them, but that's curriculum. I wanted to be able to keep my creative fiction writing separate. I know I'm a little bit extra. I've got 2 computers, but believe you me, these are not whiz-bang computers. I'm word processing here. I'm not doing a whole lot of graphics. So these are cheap computers. But I like having a creative area and then my work area. And so that's what you're seeing here. But up along the top of the work area is the exact same cob LED strip light that you saw in the faux window over here. And what I did is, I'm going to try and get up close to it. I apologize for the shaking. I'm carrying my phone around with me here. These are just cable covers that I didn't snap the lid or the top on. Instead, I used my hot glue gun and I glued the cob lighting strip into the cable cover and then just attached it to the shelf in my closet. And it runs on the exact same remote as my faux window. So I can turn it on and off, the lighting, literally with an on-off flip of a switch on my remote. And here on this side of the desk is where I do my top-down filming. That's why you see my webcam there. And then another little hack that I came up with, I was straining to constantly look down at my planner / agenda, whatever you will. And so I decided I needed to lift it up higher. And so now I am using an old laptop stand that, again, I found at a local thrift store. And I think I paid $3.99 for it there. But I loved it so much. I thought, oh my goodness, I need another one because this is perfect. You can adjust the angle, you can adjust the height, and it just, I was using a cookbook stand, a book stand for my planner on my desk. And again, it wasn't high enough for me. It wasn't as adjustable, and this has really fit the bill. Not only that, it's a lot heavier and sturdier, so I can put quite a bit. I can put my notebooks up here and not have to worry about that. So I loved it so much, this particular model, that I got on Amazon and found it and bought a second one for my creative desk, which is right here. It's less than 20 bucks. And I tell you what, it will save your neck and it will help you make you more productive. At least that's been my experience. So I highly suggest it. And I'm going to leave a link to this as well, because again, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And a few other things I did in my new workspace that I love that might actually, I don't know, give you some ideas on how to be creative or how to liven up your workspace. I went to the thrift store, oh, surprise, surprise, one of my favorite places, and found some glass jars. This is one, and then over here is another. This is a glass pedestal that I found. I just used some museum putty to attach them. But this is actually an easier way to show you. I got some rocks, again, found at the thrift store, and then some fake or some faux succulents that I bought off Amazon. Again, link in the description below. And I just arranged them inside the way I liked. And then on the lid, doesn't look pretty, but these are fairy lights that are actually plugged into a USB charger, and they light up on a timer. And so I like things that look pretty and light up, give me neat lighting effects that don't require a lot of work in terms of me turning them on and off. And so I love these little things that I made, literally for less than, I don't know, I think it was less than 20 bucks for both of them. Bought the fairy lights on Amazon, came with a remote, and they had an automatic timer. But it was a way to be creative, and these are so easy to dust because, Well, the little faux plants inside are protected from dust. You have to dust the outside, and that's it. The last thing that I invested in for my office was this shelf, this little shelving unit. And this, let's see, what were my biggest expenses? The sit-stand desk was a huge expense. The long desk was a huge expense. And this was a big expense. I believe I spent, now, first of all, disclaimer, I took an extra job, some freelance work that I really didn't want to do in order to finance redoing my office space. So I bought this desk, I believe it was for about $200. And I'm really careful with my furniture, so I expect this to last me a good long time. And the phenomenal thing about this, let me show you, I can work standing or I can sit down, and it just goes up and down with the flip of a switch. And it has you can program these buttons here to go to the exact height that you want. So you literally just press it and it adjusts for you. And this was perfect to put over my hatch that goes down underneath my house. Oh, I should share these as well. I have Raynaud's disease, which leads me to have unusually severe reactions to cold, even inside the house. So this is actually just a mat that when I'm standing or sitting, if my feet start to go numb, I can warm them up very easily. That was cheap. That was on Amazon too. And even if I'm sitting, I sometimes like to put my legs up, put my feet up. This is a cheap little ottoman that I got off Amazon as well, but it did not come with that cover. That cover is a pillow sham, a corduroy pillow sham that, again, I thrifted from a local thrift store. And I just used the elastic sheet clips that you can, again, buy on Amazon to attach that on the bottom to make it so that it's easy to wash. I can pull it off and wash it. And it just looks a little prettier than just the ugly, normal tan cover that came with it. So I love that little footrest. In fact, I love it so much. I have one over here. I was able to get the pillow shams in a set of 2. So again, you'll see that little foot warmer that I have there as well. So as I was saying, this desk here was about $200. This desk over here was about $100. And then this shelf actually came in this color, which is my favorite color. I like to call it sea glass. And I liked it because it's approximately the same width as my faux window. And it gives me some beautiful storage space without taking up a huge footprint. Again, the wall that you're looking at here is only about 6 to 8 feet long. And so you can see that I still have some space here. But it's perfect with my computer chair in here because I can literally just turn and I can access both my creative writing area as well as my workspace here. So there you have it. I redid my space again, probably for about $400. I bought some things brand new. I thrifted a bunch of other stuff. I repurposed and reused things that I had. But like I said, I took a job that I really didn't want to do at all. But I did it so that I could have some money to invest in redoing my workspace. And it was just the best thing I could do. And here's another quote that I made. I'm going to get a frame at a thrift store and put it in there. Not a dream, a decision. I'm trying to remind myself that while I'm chasing a dream, it is a decision as to whether or not I actually work on it and make it come to fruition. So I'm going to leave you with that note, and I hope that I've inspired you to maybe redo your workspace. If you've got some thrifting tips or just some office space or even just writing area tips that you've got for me, please drop them down below. I'm always looking for new hacks to put to use in my own productivity journey and in my workspace. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.